Hello friends, this is Surojit Ray here. In this video, I shall share with you a very inspiring take on the concept of happiness in life as shared by somebody whom I admire and worship, none other than Swami Vivekananda. Swamiji was a liberated soul. Most possibly, he was a blessed bodhisattva. For the ones who are unaware of this term, a bodhisattva is an enlightened soul who has completed his karmic journey on earth by attaining salvation or moksha. However, the bodhisattva still asks the Almighty for one more birth on earth. In this birth, the bodhisattva then does something path breaking and transformational on the social or spiritual front. This is like a birth taken for a specific mission on earth. It is believed by many that quite a few saintly personalities like Buddha, Nanak, Mahavir, Swamiji himself, and Sai Baba of Shirdi were bodhisattvas. Of course, the kind of great work which each one of them did in their lifetimes leaves us with little reason to believe otherwise. Swami Vivekananda was a great philosopher of his time. He has written several books sharing his pearls of thoughtful wisdom with the world. I am sharing here a life-transforming narration from one of his authored books. The narration goes as follows. Once, a poor man asked Swamiji as to what were Swamiji's thoughts around the concept of happiness. Swamiji in turn asked the poor man as to what was it that would give him maximum happiness. The poor man replied immediately saying that he was extremely poor and hence wealth or money is what would give him happiness. Swamiji had a smile on his face. Swamiji said nothing further. He took this poor man along with him to the residence of a wealthy merchant staying nearby. The merchant welcomed Swamiji and this poor man with folded hands. He offered Swamiji and the poor man some refreshments. Swamiji told him that he was in a bit of a hurry and he had come there only to ask him a question. The merchant said that he was happy to answer any question which Swamiji had for him. Swamiji went ahead and asked the merchant to name that one thing in his life that gave him maximum unhappiness. The merchant thought for a few seconds and replied that with God's grace, he had all the wealth and luxuries in life. And paradoxical as it may sound, this wealth was currently the root cause of all his unhappiness. He explained further that when he started his life, he was a poor farmer. He had limited earnings, a small hut to live in, and only a small field to his name. While what he earned then was bare minimum to keep him alive, his life was pretty simple and uncomplicated in those days. He explained to Swamiji that he had no lavish material possessions at that point of time, but he had something more precious then, which he did not possess now, and that was peace of mind. The merchant explained that he worked really hard to become a rich trader from a marginal and poor farmer. He said that when he was a marginal farmer, he was poor money-wise, but he was content and had no worries at all in his life. He had nothing valuable to worry for. His days then were so simple. He just had to work hard all through the day, and the tired body would then automatically go to sleep at night. He sighed sadly as he recalled how peacefully he would sleep in those days. He had tears in his eyes as he went ahead with his story. He told Swamiji that with money and fame, he gradually lost all his happiness. He grumbled that today I have all the money I need and possibly much more, but most of my time today goes in protecting it from others. The king, the zamindar, the British, the bandits, everybody eyes my money. My whole day is lost in increasing my wealth, and my nights are lost worrying about how to protect it from the looters. I have lost my sleep since the last 20 years. I rely completely on liquor and other intoxicants to give rest to my tired mind and body. My body has actually forgotten what sleep is. Every night I need external support to get some sleep. I wish I had remained that poor farmer. I wish I had never reached here. I lost a lot to gain this petty wealth and position in society. And unfortunately, even if I now want, I cannot give up all of this and go back to my poor old days. Swamiji heard all of this and had a gentle smile on his face. He blessed the merchant and left his palace-like home along with the poor man. Swamiji and the poor man then sat below a shady tree. The poor man was absolutely perplexed at this stage. After witnessing the rich man's plight, he told Swamiji that he would sleep so peacefully every night. He told Swamiji that in fact now he realized that he was actually richer than the merchant. This was because with hard work and efforts, the poor man could definitely earn wealth, which the rich man already had. But the rich man, with all his efforts, would never be able to earn back his peaceful sleep, which the poor man currently had in abundance. Swamiji smiled and then explained to the poor man the ultimate reality. He said that the happiness quotient of every person's life always includes two critical elements, and these two elements are number 1, material happiness, and number 2, mental happiness. Swamiji then gave a simple formula to the poor man. He said, H is equal to A plus B. I once again repeat, H is equal to A plus B, where H stands for total happiness in a person's life. A stands for material happiness in that person's life, and B stands for mental happiness in that person's life. So H is equal to A plus B, where H is equal to total happiness in the person's life, A is equal to material happiness in that person's life, and B is the mental happiness in that person's life. At this juncture, the poor man asked Swamiji what did he exactly mean by the terms material happiness and mental happiness. Swamiji explained that material happiness referred to everything which money or money's worth could actually buy. So it would include house, property, cars, jewelry, cash, luxuries, etc. etc. Further, mental happiness referred to every other happiness which money or money's worth could not actually buy. For example, sleep at night, or time spent with family and loved ones, or the joy derived out of pursuing one's hobbies, so on and so forth. The poor man was now sinking slowly and steadily into the depth of Swamiji's profound philosophy. Swamiji continued with his explanation and told the poor man that H, which stands for the total happiness quotient, is a near constant in a person's life in a particular birth. This is since it is preordained to a large extent by his destiny, the karmic destiny that he carries with him. Now, going back to the original formula, if H is equal to A plus B, where H is a near constant, then the only way to increase A in the equation is by reducing B and vice versa. Please get this right. I once again repeat. If h is equal to a plus b, where h is a near constant, here h stands for the total happiness in life of the person, a stands for material happiness in his life, and b stands for mental happiness in his life, then the only way to increase a in the equation is by reducing b and vice versa, given that h is a near constant. Swamiji explained to the poor man that currently in your life 90% of your H is made up of B or mental happiness, and only 10% of your H is made up of A or material happiness. This is since you are monetarily poor. On the other hand, in the rich merchant's case, 90% of his H is made up of A or material happiness, and only 10% of it is made up of mental happiness. So, the two of you are nearly at the two extreme ends of this unanimous and unchangeable phenomenon. Swamiji further said with a smile on his face that in my life, H is equal to B. I am a yogi. As a yogi, I have given up completely on A. So in my case, H has to be equal to B. There is no A in my life. There is no element of A in my equation. But for sansaric people like you, the right balance has to be struck between A and B. 50% of your H should be made up of A, and the balance 50% should be made up of B. That's the ideal life for a sansaric human being. He further said, when you don't have A, you long for A. But then, when you have an overdose of A, B disappears from your life forever. So learn to strike the correct balance. This is really tricky and sort of irreversible, something nearly impossible to be undone. While we have very limited control over how to increase H in our life, and whatever little is possible here is only by doing good karma, we definitely can work on the ratio of A and B. This is a low-hanging fruit if we understand this philosophy right. Too much of material happiness in life will always come at the cost of mental happiness. And too much of mental happiness too cannot come in without loss of material happiness. Swamiji was gazing at the sky as if in a trance as he said these words. The poor man was overwhelmed. He had just learned one of the biggest lessons of his life, and from none other than the great master. Blessed that he was, he touched Swamiji's feet and left, a wiser soul than before. As I read through this amazing piece from Swamiji's book, I can so easily correlate it to the coronavirus linked lockdown we are all currently facing. At this juncture, sitting in our homes and taking pay cuts and business losses, we have lost on some of our A, that is material happiness. But this lockdown has also given us a chance to learn cooking, cleaning, pursuing our hobbies, spending time with our family and loved ones like never before, so on and so forth. The bonding we now have with our families has only increased manifold with this temporary forfeiture of some amount of A, alias material happiness, from our lives. So honestly, I did not lose anything out of this lockdown. Looked at from a larger perspective, I rather gained. So don't worry, friends. The sun shall shine once again. Enjoy this moment, cause such an opportunity to bond with self and family may never come back again in your life. Also, do understand the worth of H, A, and B in your life now. Once life comes back to normal and you are once again in the rat race, do not forget this pearl of wisdom which Swamiji so beautifully explained to all of us. Blessed are those who can increase the edge in their life through their good deeds. For all the lesser mortals, the balance between A and B, that is material happiness and mental happiness, remains the crux to finding true happiness in life. Whatever be the situation and current stage in your life, never ever forget to keep the 50-50 control over A and B. That shall decide how truly happy you shall be in your life. Trust you liked this narration and picked up the beautiful message coming out of it. Keep it with you forever. It shall help you tons in this beautiful journey called life. Do like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel titled Karma Cosmos Talks if you have not already done it. Hit the bell icon so that you can receive future notifications from my channel. And also please leave your comments in the comment section of this video. God bless you all. Wishing you a wonderful, fulfilling, and most importantly, happy life ahead. Thank you so much.